Hey everybody, welcome to PowerModz. I just bought this Ford F350 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's a 2000 year model. Tuning it up a little bit. Gonna put a new fuel filter in it. This one's right from the Ford dealership. Comes with everything you need to install it. It has O-rings. It's got a little pre-filter material here, and it has the fuel filter right inside it. Now the handy thing about this whole truck, that fuel filter is located right on top of the motor, which makes it pretty darn handy. Just uses a 1/2 inch drive to unscrew the top, and there's a little drain valve right in the very back of it. You just sort of flip it over. There's a little tube that comes off, I see, and it goes right into my drain pan underneath the truck. So it's pretty slick, pretty simple to do. I think this cost about 60 bucks. You could probably get it cheaper at a jobber. But you know, since I bought this truck, I don't know the history of it. It's got 380,000 kilometers, about 260,000 miles, something like that. I'm just gonna change filters. It's not a big thing to do. It's not a big deal. It kind of is a no-brainer. The air filter has been changed on it, so that's a good thing. Let's get that fuel filter out and take a look at it. Right there, that's it. Yeah, right there. That's it. Okay, so back in. You can hear that fuel rushing out of the bowl into that pan down there. And that's about it. Just gonna close that up. Apparently, these will form a leak around that little lever. You'll get a fuel leak in around there, and they're not that hard to change out either. So, taste. There. Okay, inside there. I just look to see what's going on. Don't know what I'm looking at. But you know what? It looks pretty darn dirty. Oh boy, look at this. That is dirty. That has a lot of contaminants in it.
3 miles per gallon.
Wow. You know, that will affect your fuel economy, that's for sure. So that's what we're dealing with. That is not a clean filter. Even that pre-filter is nasty, and there's chunks of all kinds of bad stuff in there. That would affect fuel economy, for sure, and the way that the engine performs. Good thing I checked that. Replace that right now. Here's the new filter. We've got these new gaskets here. This is an O-ring, goes around here. That's it. And this one goes up on top of the bowl. I'm gonna put that there. But all these O-rings and these little gaskets, before you put them on, you gotta make sure you coat them in diesel. That way you can get them back off. They won't seal right up. I've got my handy little Liquivac here. I use this in all my snowmobile and ATV videos. I'm gonna suck out whatever's left in there because it is dirty. I don't like it. Bugger. Look at the color of that fuel coming out of it. That is bad. Now this is leading me to believe that the inside of the tank, is going to be bad too. So, in the fuel pickup, there are 2 little tiny filters of this same kind of pre-filter material that are sitting in there. Guaranteed they're going to be gummed up. I'm going to replace those as well. But for now, come in here and clean all this out really well. Some nasty looking stuff in there. Okay. Lube up that O-ring with some diesel. well. Basically the same as a oil filter. When you're changing an oil filter, you know, you want to take a little bit of oil and lube up around the O-ring, the gasket that's going on. Keep it from sticking. The high heat will cause it to stick in there pretty badly. Now this does come with instructions. The odd time I do look at them. And it's showing this bottom seal is a bevel cut gasket. So it's kind of like a triangular shape, more or less. You lay it on the top with the pyramid kind of thing pointing up. That's the way you want to do it. It looks like it's not going to work. It looks like, you know, when the lid comes down, it's going to make it go all cockeyed. But you know what? It does work. It'll work just fine. Open off the top of here. Now don't over tighten this. When it stops turning, you're good to go. Now on the Toyotas, on the Hinos, and a lot of other diesels, you'll have right on the injection pump or somewhere in the system a little plunger to prime the system, get the air out of it. With this, all you do, you just turn the key on, cycle it 4 times, about 30 seconds at a time, and you'll hear the fuel pump, I guess what it is. It just circulates it and primes itself. Oh yeah. There you go. That's it. That's how you change a fuel filter in your Ford F-350 7.3 liter turbo diesel motor. I guess the next video will be changing those filters in the gas tank, which is a little bit dirtier of a job. I have to run the fuel out of it first, but I don't like the look of that fuel. It's pretty dirty, so maybe this truck's been sitting for a while. Who knows? Might be algae in there as well, so I'm going to put, I think it's algae or fungus, so I'm going to put an inhibitor in there, maybe kill that stuff off. And that's about it. You don't want that getting in your injectors. Make sure you put a good clean fuel filter on your truck. I got to thank you guys for coming back to PowerModz. I'm usually into the ATVs and UTVs and whatnot, but hey, when I do something that might help somebody, I got to put it on video. Thanks for watching. Hey, let's get this puppy in for a safety. Okay, boys.